Extraction arrived.
That's the Waksin barracks. The target is somewhere inside that outpost. The Soviets consider him a traitor now, so he'll be treated like any other prisoner.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Подожди, не стреляй.
Talk. Great. I've updated the info on your iDroid. Take a look. I hope he's all right.
Кто-нибудь снимите меня!
You gonna extract him?
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Find the target in the Waksin barracks and get him out alive.
Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
That container's filled with raw materials. Looks like they're using those colored bands on the outside to tell the contents apart. Whatever's in them, they'll come in handy somehow for Diamond Dogs.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Spit it out.
suspect on board. Leave the rest to us.
The weather will clear shortly.
Talk. Where are
The
the
map
others?
has been updated.
Нет, не делай этого!
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
The gate's wide open. Not exactly the stealthiest approach.
Hands up.
Я не хочу умирать!
Talk. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Hands up.
стреляй!
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
You gotta extract him.
Analysis complete.
Всем боевым группам, это КП. Вышел из строя целый ряд ламп. Похоже на проблемы с электроэнергией. Ближайший патруль. Проверить сеть питания. КП, это зона 4. Немедленно проверим. Конец связи. КП, это зона 4. Привели на место. Начинаем осмотр территории. Прием. КП, понял. Ищите подозрительные. Конец связи. КП, это зона 4. Сектор осмотра. Никого. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Вернитесь на пост. Прием.
Talk. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
Hands up.
Подожди, не стреляй!
He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Пришла открытка от друга, который летел тебе. Что? Но ведь он отправил ее еще до вылета. Она только пришла.
Точно, еще до катастрофы. Слышь, по крайней мере, один человек выжил.
Не может быть! Наверное, же просто тело не нашли. Самолет загорелся в воздухе. Никто не мог выжить после такого.
Эй, смотри. Лучше проверить, за мной! Понял! Ничего нет, не переживай.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Hands up. Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Extract him.
Воздушный шар только что унес одного из наших. Скорее всего, на базе лазутчик. Мне заняться его поисками? Прием. Это КП, понял. Всем боевым группам проверить окрестности. Избавиться от чужака. Конец связи.
не хочу умирать!
Sun will rise momentarily.
Всем боевым группам, это КП! Враг атакует! Все единицы приготовились к бою!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Всем постам! Это командир! Внешняя радиосвязь вышла из строя! Мы не можем вызвать подкрепление с других аванпостов!
He's coming too. Roger that.
Позиции своими силами! Конец связи!
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Всем постам! Это командир!
Boss,
Внешняя
you
радиосвязь
entered a building.
Мы не
Always
можем...
keep an escape route in mind when you head indoors. If you get surrounded, you'll have nowhere to run.
Конец связи! КП, это Дмитрий-2! Потерял визуальный контакт! Перемещаюсь к последней известной позиции! Прием! Это КП, понял. Обследуйте сектор. Но осторожно. Конец связи.
faces so we can ID the targets. There, that's the target.
Протез. Нет, его сделал.
Great. If there's nothing in the way overhead, you should be able to fool them.
Научные протезы. Это скучно. Я специалист по бионике. Я создаю биомеханические.
straight out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Внешняя радиосвязь вышла из строя. Мы не можем вызвать подкрепление с других аванпостов. Окопайтесь и удерживайте позиции своими силами. Конец связи! Копай на
Mission complete. Great work. The engineer we rescued has been extremely cooperative. The guys on the R&D team are glad to have him aboard. Thing is, his specialty isn't mechanics, but something called bionics, engineering based on biology. He's already submitted a proposal for modifying your prosthetic arm. If you're interested, go ahead and give the development order. Boss, if you got time on your hands, come spend it back at the base. The men will miss you if you're gone too long.
We don't draw weapons on comrades. Look around you. This is your family.
Show's over. Get out of here.
Be gentle. Of course. These are bad for you, you know. Morale has fallen. No. They just need a mission. Orders to follow. You see someone stuck in the waiting room, you give them a job to do. You two! You just earned yourself a week in the brig. Deck cleaning duty by day. No, wait. You've got some blood to pay me back for first. Your CQC is sloppy. Come see me later for a lesson you won't forget. Well, morale taken care of.
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched.
Puppy's training is going well. There'll come a day when he'll be ready to join you on missions. But you know, he gets lonely easily. You should come visit him every once in a while.
Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Staff dismissed. Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Staff dismissed. Select unit. Staff dismissed. Select unit. Staff assigned. Please specify a project. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Development project has been added. Please specify a project.
Puppy the boss brought back is so cute. Too cute. Yeah, just once. I want to touch his paw pads. Yeah, just... Wait, what? You don't want to touch him too? No, that, really occurred to me. You don't know the awesomeness of a puppy's paw pads?
Please supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Right?
Please specify a project. Please select a drop. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Please specify a project. Development project has been added. Please select a mission. Please select a mission. Please select a mission. Please select a mission.
Hey, you know why the boss is called Big Boss?
Everybody knows. There was this unit in World War II called the Cobras, and the commander was a woman called the Boss. They say she was the mother of modern-day special forces. Anyway, so she defects to the Soviet Union. America's afraid she'll leave all kinds of military secrets. Simon killed her.
Yeah, our boss. Big Boss. And once the boss was dead, he was given the name to signify he had surpassed her.
He carried out a one-man infiltration of the Soviet Union, even though he was injured. He's one tough son of a bitch.
Yep. But I also heard the boss was his mentor. Evolved. And that was why he turned his back.
It really has been.
Development project has been added.
You were hospitalized in Dikelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dikelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dikelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dikelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state. Though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America. They all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We've got to transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
And then?
We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It'll be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news. The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics. Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics? Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won in the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire. A second Cold War. And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes. Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs. Islamic extremists? Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years. We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed. The countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they've pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity. Private forces? Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with...
Please the landing zone.
Roger.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Ops list updated. Plant expansion complete. mission. Please select a mission.
The Smassi Laman was full of Mujahideen, the Hamid fighters. Then suddenly they disappeared overnight, and the Soviets moved right in. I guess the old fort is still in good enough shape that the Soviets want to use it as is. This means that the battalion commander stationed in Sakai village, a lieutenant colonel, is moving his operations room to the fort. Word is, he's an excellent leader. With him stationed at Smassi Fort, the Soviet forces in the area will operate all the better. And according to the client's information, he'll be bringing a tank unit to the fort as well. We don't know the redeployment date or the route they'll take, but there must be some planning documentation where the colonel is. You have two objectives: eliminate the colonel and stop the tank deployment. Counting on you, boss.
Please specify a project. Please select a mission. Please select a mission.
quite low exhaust.